Hello, YouTube. I have a quick little haul from the flea market. Went to the flea market. The whole family ended up going. I didn't have much cash on me. This is just planning on me and the wife going. Of course, everybody had to get something. So, only picked up a few things. There was actually a bunch of sellers there, and there was a couple people selling their old collectibles and stuff. And if the family wasn't with me, I probably could have easily have spent 30-40 bucks, but I only got a few things. I'll show you them. I just happened to add these out, so I thought I'd show you these Impalas real quick. Did not get them at the flea market, but they're all three green light. They're the same casting. The first one was pretty sure a Black Bandit release. It's flat black. It's probably my favorite one. I really like the flat black. All the details show really nice on it. The door handles and the wipers. Kind of like the black steelies on it. But it probably would have looked nice with any rims. Like to see one of these with like the old hubcap styles. Then this one is a supernatural release. So it looks really nice in the black. I made a ton of these cars. Then the last one, it's a supernatural release too. And it's a muddy version. It looks pretty good how they did the mud. The windshield looks really good. Really like how they made it look like the wipers ran across the mud. Try and clear it off. The big spot on the hood kind of bothers me. I wish it wasn't so big. I saw a couple other ones of these, and they had the same big spot on the hood like that. So, but this one, it only came in the movie reel, the 4-car set. That was the only place you could get the muddy version. So let's jump into what I got at the flea market. All these loose cars I paid 50 cents or less for. And the first one, it's a Mastio, but it's a little ambulance bus van. So I never saw that Mastio before. Has suspension. Rolls real good. And it's in pretty good shape. For 50 cents, why not? And I had one of these carded. I never had a loose one. The carded one, I think I paid like $5 or $6 for it. I had talked the guy down. It was at a flea market. I think he wanted $8 for it or $10, and I really didn't want to pay more than $5 for it. But I got one loose now for 50 cents. It has a couple flea bites on it, but overall it's in really good shape. They don't look played with. Next one's another Mastio. One I probably would have never bought if I would have saw it at like Dollar Tree. It's the only place I know that sells Mastios. but get headlight detail. Get badging on the tailgate. So the detail really ain't that bad on it. I'm pretty biased towards Mistio, but I'm pretty sure that they had them with this factory. Pretty sure that's a factory graphic on it. That one does not have suspension. Kind of tilts, but definitely don't have suspension. Next is a Hot Wheels Stingray. My daughter saw this one in the dump bin, grabbed it because it was a burgundy one. I don't know if I have it or not, but pretty good looking Stingray. This one I may have, but it was a GTO, and it's burgundy, and it has flames. I've always been a sucker for flames and skulls, so don't look bad with the white interior and white flames. If I don't have it, I'll be happy to add it to the GTO collection. If I do have it, oh well. The next one Champion DJK probably would like, but it's probably one he already has, is a Hot Bird. I don't know what release it is. Has a red windshield. And it's in really good shape. The tempo ain't rubbing off anywhere. I don't really see any paint chips. So it looks to be in really good shape. Has a Thailand base on it. So, Champion DJK knows which one that is or which release. Go ahead and let me know. And next one, a Dodge Viper I didn't have, but it's burgundy. So another one for the burgundy collection. And I ended up getting 7 of them for $3, so off this seller. And a Ferrari F50. Pretty sure I do not have this F50 in purple. I like them wheels when they put them on the Ferraris and Lamborghinis. It was the Lamborghinis I had them style wheels factory. They had the holes in them like that, the 5 holes. So I'm happy to add that. I'm always happy to pick up a Ferrari for 50 cents. And it has 99 Malaysia base. And this guy I got a couple really nice cars off of. Couple I think might be worth more than 50 cents. The first one is a 71 Ford Mustang Mach 1, which is one of my favorite castings. It's definitely my favorite auto roll casting. Either that or the Ford GT. And it's real close. Really like the Firebird too, just because it blows all the other Firebirds away. But this is a really nice Hot Wheels Mach 1, so I'm real happy to add that. It's in really good shape too. For 50 cents or less, I mean, wow, you can't beat that for a Mach 1. in that kind of shape. Now the next one is a javelin. And I know this is a famous race theme. I haven't did no research on this. I don't know if this was a mainline release of it, because it has a plastic base and regular tires on it. So might have been a mainline release. I have no idea. Radar might know. Or Paul, he might know what release that one came from. But happy to pick that up. Another Ferrari. I know I've seen this one before. This has a metal base. It's all metal. It's heavy. I would like to say this was a Hot Ones release. Not sure. I didn't do no research on any of these. But the base on this one, it's a Malaysia base. Don't have no years or nothing. Don't say what kind of car it is, what year it is. Okay, it says Mattel 1977. So I'm assuming the casting came out in 77. Sorry about that. Couple more here. Now this one, my daughter's seen it. She's like, yeah, it has rubber tires, Dad. So it's a Muscle Machines, which I didn't know Muscle Machines made dragsters. But being a muscle machine, you know it's highly detailed. But I figured I could use them real riders on something. They would look pretty sweet on a gasser. They got yellow lettering on them. I think them would look quite nice on a gasser. And the engine in this, that's definitely a nice looking engine. So this will get dissected. I'll be able to use the parts and pieces for some customs. Always happy pick up a set of real riders or parts for a custom for 50 cents. Beats paying $1 for a mainline to do it too. Now I do gotta clean these up. This one I think will clean up nice. And this one is one I've seen before, but it's a London taxi. The back door is open. Suicide doors. It's pretty good detail. It's real heavy. I think can't tell that's metal or plastic. I think it's metal. Just says China on the bottom. Has a production number and London taxi. It's held together with screws. I'm pretty sure them are one-piece plastic tires. Don't get no rear detail or headlight detail. I think Lesney, Matchbox Lesney, made a London taxi with opening doors like this. But I've never known Matchbox to use screws. So, anybody has any information on that, I'm always interested in learning about the cars I got. Next one I don't think I have, but it's a GTO. If you didn't know it, it says it right on the side. But I think this is an old, what were them old matchboxes that came with the box inside the pack with them? Kind of like the ones they have now. It says 95 on the base. Matchbox. 70 Pontiac GTO. It bounces really good too. It's a heck of a bouncer. I tell you, all these cars were in really good shape. And the last one. Another GTO. A Wheaties GTO. Richard Petty. It has his race number. Don't have his name on it. But I thought that was a pretty sweet looking GTO. And one that I knew I did not have. So I was quite happy to pick up that one. And the only carded card I picked up was, I only picked up one, but there was a scalper there. He had all kinds of stuff that you can find in the stores right now. Stuff I can go Walmart and get off the shelf that he wanted $10 for them twos. And of course there's always one of them guys. Well, I don't know if it was his collection or an old collection, but he had a couple of totes that were overflowing with main lines that he was selling for $1. So I usually don't like buying off scalpers like that. I don't know. I'm not really against scalping because there's stuff I've never been able to find in the store that I've got off people at flea markets where if they weren't out scalping them, I wouldn't have been able to buy it at a flea market. So I'm not completely against scalping, but just some people, when you see what they're selling, the stuff kind of rub you the wrong way. I don't know. But anyways, I picked up this Porsche 959. I got a trade box going out to Champion DJK. I'll probably throw this in as an extra. Hopefully he doesn't have it. But I'm always looking for something I've never seen before and digging through them. Most of the cars I either have or I've seen before. And when I seen this one, it wasn't a Porsche I ever seen before, so I thought it was pretty cool. It looks like it's from the era when they bought that other company from like 97, 98. I don't think they ran this casting very long. Not sure. But that's all I have for you today. Didn't pick up a whole lot from the flea market, but the loose cars I picked up, I mean, for 50 cents, I could not be happier with the loose cars I got. I mean, the Mach 1 might be my favorite, or I forget the name of this racer. I'm sorry about that, but that's one I've always wanted too. I've never ran into or seen. So even that little ambulance. Well, thank you for joining me and checking out what I picked up from the flea market. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and please leave comments. Thank you.